your boy. I am Samson.
And the one and only John Treese.
Welcome back to the channel. We Cooking Reviews, where we cook a meal, review the meal, and then we'll talk about a show and review that show as well. So, let's go ahead and jump right into the meal because I'm starving. What you got for us today?
So, I did pulled pork quesos.
Okay.
As you guys can see. And then we're going to add some sour cream.
Of course.
So let's go ahead and try this. You want me to squeeze it for you?
Please.
Right here.
I'm taking this one.
I'm taking this one. Alright. So
I know this ain't gonna need no hot sauce.
it doesn't have the kick of the heat to it, but I can taste more of the sweetness.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Go ahead. Review it. What do you think? We know you don't like pork.
No, I don't. But I'm gonna do a rating of
1 to 10.
no, 1 to 4.
Go ahead.
I give it a 3.
Me too. I wish there was a little bit more heat to it.
I wish there was some like
Heat to it.
heat, like
Yeah,
I mean,
like
spice.
sriracha.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
There you go. But
All
besides
right.
that,
Still good.
I still like it.
Mm-hmm.
I was craving pulled pork, so that's why I did this.
I was pleasantly surprised either way.
Let's get into episode 8 of
Jig-A-Bobo or Bobo. Jig-A-Bobo.
Bobo. Bobo was the nickname of the boy that died, Emmett Till.
So
Let's get into the review. So let's give them, first of all, we got to give them the spoilers. We got to let them know what happened in this episode. So
man, a lot happened.
I know.
This is one of the best episodes I've seen.
It was so much, but so much in all the right places. Like
after watching it, I texted. I was like, "Yo!"
I didn't see it yet, but I was like, "We were talking about that episode."
That episode was amazing. So it starts off with a funeral, Emmett Till's funeral. Now you will remember back in the episode 2 that they were playing with the what's that board? Ouija board, and the question was asked. The young man asked, Bobo asked, is his trip to wherever he was going gonna be a good one? And the Ouija board said no. Flash forward from episode 2 to episode 9, we know now. 8. I'm sorry. Episode 8, we know now that he dies. Oh my God. And listen, and it was funny about it is because, and well, actually this is not funny about it, but what's crazy about it is that not only did they predict it, and this is definitely a play on the Emmett Till story, but his
nickname was Bobo, but his real name was Emmett Till. So it's really about following that same storyline. So it's just like the real actual event. The mom had an open casket and wanted everybody to see what happened to her son.
People were coming out.
People were
throwing up. And then the heat, from what I understand, back in the day, you could smell the body. So the heat made it worse. That's why Atticus was, constantly trying to get Letitia water.
Yeah. And he knows that Letitia is pregnant.
Hey, you don't quit.
I sure did.
Okay, cool. Tell the world then. Okay, cool. But
spoiler, y'all already know.
But so, after that scene, there's 2 scenes that kind of really stuck out to me in this episode. Well, the first scene was when the cop ganged up on, what's the little girl name?
Diana.
They ganged up on Diana in the alley, and they spit on her. I don't know why, but that made me extremely...
He did not spit on her. He spit on his hand, and he put it on her forehead.
Same difference.
No,
to put the curse on her.
So,
it was offensive. I was bothered by it. It triggered me. This show triggers me a lot. That curse was the scariest thing I've seen on TV in a while. I don't
want to say in a while.
Okay, let me say the most creative scare.
Yeah.
It's the most creative scare.
Because they didn't look that bad. It's the
way. You zoomed in on them?
Yeah, but it's the way they were moving. Like,
they were taunting her.
And then their fingers. Let me tell you, I was thinking when my homegirl said, you know what, that's what we should do for Halloween. I was like, yes.
That actually would be a good costume because shit. Like, they were really, and you know what? Whoever those two actresses were.
They're dancers. They're actually dancers.
They were in it. That suit, them moves, I was like,
they were dancers. So all that move they were doing, they were actually dancing. But still, it was really creepy. I'm not gonna lie. When they first was coming up the stairs, oh my God, I don't even want to talk about it. When she kind of bent, oh no.
No, she turned around, and that girl came around.
No, when the lighter skin one bent backwards, and then just looked at her. It gave me chills.
To speak to what you were talking about with, between Christina and what's her name, Ruby?
Ruby.
So another thing that stuck out to me is that sex scene. Oh my God.
Oh yeah, that was just gruesome.
I'm like, yo, they're giving us a lot today. It
was a little gross.
It was, but it was the element of horror and just all the gore. I was like, man, this is like.
I mean, the sci-fi in this, the actual graphic, the art, I gotta give it to them. The makeup, I got to give it to them. The way it was peeling and she transitioned, that was phenomenal. I gotta give it to. It still was gross, but it was phenomenal. But let's talk about that conversation.
Yep.
What she said. Now, during that conversation, I felt like Christina had no remorse, no emotion to what Ruby was saying. Like, it seemed like she did not care.
Ruby didn't care, though.
I mean, well, Ruby was saying, do you not care? Like, a little boy lost his life for 14 years. I should be with my people, and so on and so on. So she basically...
And no one told her to be there, though.
Listen, though. Okay. This is what I'm saying. Christina wanted to be so tough because, again, we're not. Let's get out of the white against black. Let's now say she's still a woman living in a man's world, Christina. You know, so I'm trying to put myself in both shoes. Christina still want to be. She's a woman trying to show that she can do whatever a man can do. So she wants to prove that, okay, hey, boom, 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 I can do what. If my dad had a son, I could do exactly what my brother could have done. So even though Christina acted hard, there was that one scene where she paid two men to make her go through what Emmett Till went through. So she could feel the pain. And you could see after she, because obviously she's not immortal, but she has like a protection spell over her. So she came back up in the river. She started to cry. She was pouring out because she felt it. She understood.
You think she's a good guy? I feel like the episode trying to throw us off to make it seem like she's a good guy.
I don't think she's a bad guy. I think her goals is making her do things. She's being selfish. She's just a selfish person. That's what I feel. She's a selfish person. So that was that point of view. Now let's talk about that one scene where Atticus' ex-girlfriend was in the room. Now he ain't had to do that. He ain't had to do that. Okay? Why did Atticus feel the need to actually hurt her like that?
Yeah, remember, we learned that he actually, when he went into that portal in the last episode,
he found out
he went into the future.
He went into the future. He knows Letitia is pregnant.
But so that's why he did that. Think about it.
No.
He's about to start a family with this girl.
Don't matter. You didn't have to be rude. He basically told her to get the beep out of there. No. And then he said what we had was nothing. When he know he's lying, he didn't have to do that. He didn't have to do that.
But Letitia knows. Come on.
And then what Letitia is typical. She did exactly what I would have did. She packed all his shit and told him to get out And then, where you going, nigga? Where you going? I thought about that scene and I was like, why is she acting like me? Because I don't know that. I know I packed your stuff to leave, but why are you leaving?
That don't mean you need to leave.
I'm just playing.
You girls are crazy. You know what I like? I like that pump fake where, you know, Christina gave him the tools to create a protection spell. Mm-hmm. And they do it, him and his dad do it.
And didn't realize.
And then it didn't seem like it worked. But at the end, when them cops came firing.
Listen.
Oh, that was
the end of the episode.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted it not to end.
I really wanted. Yo, you seen how them bullets were bouncing off of
Do you think the sheriff is dead?
Nah. Something tells me just because his
arm was ripped off.
Yeah, he was moving like he's almost like a Frankenstein almost.
Yeah, he is. Because remember in that one episode, we realized that he has body parts. Yeah. So, and then the creature threw him across at the end. He didn't kill him. He threw him across, and you heard him just scream while he was so I feel like he's still alive. He's gonna get to his, wherever he gets these body parts from, and just reconstruct himself.
You know what I thought was interesting? I forget what they call that monster, but you notice how the monster was black?
With the eyes?
Yeah, with the multiple eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Like normally they're like a pinkish color. In the first episode.
The one that they're so-called vampires?
Yeah. They were a pinkish color. So when he did it came out to be black. So I was like, that's how I knew when it popped up, and immediately you think, okay, they're gonna eat everybody. I'm like, I don't think that thing gonna eat.
Yeah, because remember she could have controlled him, Christina.
Yeah, but I think that's specifically for Atticus. Like that's his.
Yeah, because he's the they did the protection spell on him.
That was dope.
We need to talk about how Atticus did go into the portal. He went into the future and he realized his son is the one that wrote that book.
I think. And I could be wrong. I think the actual book differs a little bit from his actual story.
Okay.
So is loosely based on his father, if that makes sense.
Yeah. This episode to me was the best out of all so far. Go ahead with your rating. Go ahead.
No, ladies first. You seem anxious. Go ahead.
I got so much to say about this episode.
All right, you listen.
I don't want to continue. Y'all just need to watch it. If y'all haven't watched it yet, what are you waiting for?
Has set. You know what? This episode has set this entire show for me. So I'm just gonna give it the score it deserves. I'll slap my mom for that.
I was like my mama for that too. Oh my god! And this episode
was good, yo.
It really was.
It had me. And it's one of those episodes. No lie, you can watch more than once.
I watched it twice, like back to back. So, like, comment, subscribe. See us on the next episode. We cooking reviews. Leave comments of what you guys would like us to try. If you guys have recipes that you guys have made and you want us to try it, send that over to us in the comments. We'll try it because we need ideas. And then let us know of other shows that we should review. There's only two more episodes.
I think there's one more.
Two more episodes. Sure? Yeah, two more episodes of Lovecraft left. Okay. So, let us know.
Yeah.
Peace.